Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ralph Greenwood. Welcome to my presentation of the Deshler Crossroads Park. Destler is located in southeastern Henry County in Ohio and was once known as the Crossroads of the B&O. The park was created by and is maintained by dedicated rail fans and volunteers. My wife and I visited Destler earlier this year. We had a great time. If you like the clips of passing trains in the beginning of this video, hit the bell and you can catch my rail fan marathon. Like I said, we had a great time here, so I decided to do a video about the park itself. The first thing I want to show you is the overall view of the park from Google Earth. Okay, now the main double track running east is the Willard subdivision. The line runs east to Willard, Ohio. The main double track running west is the Garrett subdivision, which runs to Auburn, Ohio. There's a lot of traffic between Chicago, Cleveland, Cincinnati, and cities on the East Coast. The single track running north and south is the Toledo subdivision. It begins in Toledo, Ohio and runs south to Cincinnati. The Diamond intersection has three Ys: the northwest, the southwest, and the southeast. The intersection of Destler is frequented by freight trains of many types. There will be a link in the description of this video to the CSX Train Numbers listing showing the origins and destinations of the trains. You will see in the overall view there's a pavilion on park grounds. There are electrical outlets here. Unfortunately, I did not take pictures of the pavilion as it was occupied when I was here. You can also watch trains at Destler online at virtualrailfan.com. There are two cameras to operate 24/7 at the park. When you first get to the Virtual Railfan site, the Diamond Cam is a default camera and you will see that view first. The Diamond Cam is fixed to view the diamond crossing and does not move. You can toggle between the camera views by clicking the suitcase icon in the lower right corner of the screen. The 360 cam can rotate 360 degrees all around the park. This camera can be moved by the moderators of the chat room at their discretion. There's also links to the Virtual Railfan site to listen in on Railroad Scanner provided by Broadcastify. And there will be a link to the Virtual Railfan Destler site in the description of this video. As for Wi-Fi, it did work. I was able to connect to the VR site. Here is a view of the track going south. This is a former B&O line that went south to Cincinnati. There are two sidings south of Destler, a west siding and an east siding. Sometimes trains will pull into these sidings and wait for clearance from a dispatcher. There is a signal bridge that is sometimes visible from Destler. Okay, now we're going to look at the tracks going east. This double track goes to Willard, Ohio, and eventually to Baltimore, Maryland. And here there are tracks going north. Here we see the Destler Interlocking Tower, and we're going to swing around here and you'll be able to see the old B&O depot, which once had passenger service many years ago. And the depot, both the depot and the tower are used by CSX. And now we'll show the tracks going west. This double track will eventually go to Chicago, Illinois. And here is a view of the signboard at Destler. There are old pictures of both the B&O tower and depot. There are also mileposts listed for surrounding locations and other interesting facts. Now on the right side of this little blue building here, there's a slot to put donations. And there's some firewood here, and some benches, and there's a fire pit. With its variety of trains and its location between major manufacturing centers, Destler provides one of the best overall views of industrial rail operations. The lines here are operated by CSX, but you will also see Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern, Canadian Pacific, and Burlington Northern Santa Fe, just to name a few. Now, I also found a very informative website at www.railfanguides.us. This site has many pictures of Destler's rail park, including pictures of the operating signals, mileposts, and historical USGS maps. And I will put a link to the Railfan Guide site in the description of this video. Now, I have plans to visit Destler again, and if you like watching freight trains, I suggest that you visit sometime. And stay tuned for my Railfan Marathon. Here is the schedule. September 14th, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, it's the Q10 from Bedford Park, Illinois to North Bergen, New Jersey. It's the CSX making good time. September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's a tank train. It's cans headed south. September 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern, it's a Q507. Walbridge, Ohio to Cincinnati, Ohio, hauling bad orders from a derail. And September 20th, 7 p.m. Eastern, it's the Q136, Chicago, Illinois to North Baltimore, Ohio. Get off the track, here comes the orange and black, it's the BNSF. So hey, don't drop out, hit the bell and tune in for my marathon. This is Ralph Greenwood saying have a great day.